go directly into it without wasting any other time. Now, over 2 and under 7. First of all, these two markets are low risk markets, okay? That does not mean losses are not there. Losses are there, okay? And again, somebody came to me today and asked me about a bot, and they said that they have received a bot whereby they have experienced so many losses, and they're wondering what can be the cause of that. And I told the guy, for you to be successful with a bot, you have to actually ensure you have good strategy and ensure you have proper risk management. And then the guy proceeded to ask me, does the bot not have okay, if the bot runs, does it mean okay, because he originally thought that the bot was running based on its own strategy. So basically he thought that the bot actually had its own strategy and he was just pressing run, and you cannot do that. Trading are basically executional tools, okay? Yeah, bots are basically executional tools. No bot, I repeat, no bot will ever do any analysis for you. So anyone who will come to you and tell you that once you take this bot, you can be able just to press run, the bot will analyze everything. You are working just to sit down and watch that bot. That is a lie. Bots are basically executional tools. They basically execute your trade for you. Now you might be asking, what is the difference between bots? Now this is where the difference occurs. Okay? In Deriv, we have so many bots. What makes the difference between the bots is they are very high performing bots, low performing bots. They are very high in trading we have high performing bots, low performing bots. We have speed bots, and we have some bots which are very slow. Okay, so it matters which type of bot you get. Okay, that is why I've always insisted, avoid especially free bots from free websites, whereby you go to a website, you get like 20 free bots. Never do that, because you'll end up getting a defective bot, and that bot will end up costing you a lot of money. So ensure you invest in a good bot. And that is why in Deriv Navigator Academy, we offer more than 100 bots to traders, okay? But if you're interested, ensure you WhatsApp me. I'll guide you on how to get it. We offer more than 100 of the best Deriv bots, so that you don't end up looking for one bots from different places or accessing them from that party websites, okay? That can be really bad for you, okay? Yeah, so always remember this. No bot has its own strategy. Your work as a trader is to get a good performing, excellent bot, and then apply the proper risk management, analyze the market well, you yourself, and then run the bot. But never think that once you press run, the bot will start doing some analysis. It's a lie. In fact, there's a trick that traders were doing quite a while ago, whereby they were telling people that once you take this bot, it will analyze for you. Now, once you press run on that bot that you get from them, you will see that the bot is delaying. And in your mind, you'll be like, okay, this bot must be analyzing the market. But what they were doing is, they were going to their bot settings and they were setting the bots at 5 ticks. So once you press run, the bot is running 5 ticks and then executing a trade. But you as a trader, you are thinking that the bot is analyzing. There is no analysis the bot is doing. Those traders or those programmers were simply putting the bot to operate on 5 ticks, and then they lie to you as a trader that that bot is analyzing the market. There is nothing like that, okay? No bot will analyze the market for you. So I hope this is clear for everyone. So don't end up being confused, okay? Just ensure you have a good strategy. And in the Deriv Navigator Academy, we have over 400 videos of the best Deriv trading strategies. Go check them out. It will be really beneficial to you, okay? Yeah, so let us go into today's strategy without wasting any other time. Now, whenever you're trading over 2, what should you look at? First things first, ensure 0 and 1 are both below 10%. Okay, ensure 2, 1, and 0 are all of them are below 10%. That is non-negotiable. Ensure 2, 1, and 0 are all below 10%. Once you see 0, 1, or 2 are being above 10%, get out of that market very quickly. Don't waste your time. Leave that market as soon as you can. Okay? That is the first thing. The second thing, ensure, as you can see, we have this green bar. Okay? Some people call it green bar. Some people call it the green circle. For those who use your phones, you know that you usually refer to it as a green percentage. Okay? That's all right. Okay? But if you're using your phone, ensure the green percentage. And if you're using a laptop, ensure the green circle is 3 numbers away from 2. So what do I mean? 3 numbers away from 2 is you count 3, 1, 4, 2, 5, 2, 3. So the green circle or the green bar should not be touching 3, 4, or 5. Okay? That green bar should be on 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay, I repeat, it should be 3 numbers away from 2. Now you might be asking, why should it be 3 numbers away from 2? Now this is what happens in Deriv. Every time you see a green bar or every time you see a green circle, the numbers around that green circle end up being predicted or selected by the ticker a lot of times. Now you'll find that whenever you are trading, okay, you'll find that whenever you are trading, let's say the green circle is at 5 and you decide to trade over 2, you'll find that 4 and 6 will be selected a lot because they are the numbers around the most appearing number. Basically, the green circle represents the most appearing number. Okay, so you want to avoid, so the main thing for us as a trader is to ensure that green circle, okay, by the way, view that green circle as an explosive. You want it to be as far away from you as possible, as far away from you as possible. Okay, as I've said, it should be 3 numbers away, but if it is further from you than 3 numbers, perfect. Okay, if you find it at 9, perfect. If you find the green bar at 8, perfect. If you find that green circle at 7, perfect. If you find it at 6, perfect. But ensure it is 3 numbers away. You want it to be as far away from you as possible. Okay, so the first thing we have said is ensure 0, 1, and 2 are below 10%. Ensure the green circle is 3 numbers away. And 0, ensure 0 is below 9.5. Now you might be asking why. For some reason, 0 is usually predicted a lot. I don't know why. I don't know why the algorithm does this. But every time you lose your boat, especially on trading over under, you'll find that 0 will be predicted a lot. Even when you're trading differs. But then whenever I am teaching differs, I usually say never predict 0 as the differs number. Because for some reason, it will be predicted. So ensure, okay, ensure 0 is below 10%, 9.5, and then 1, 2 below 10%. And then ensure that green circle is 3 numbers away from us. And that is the first step. Okay? Another thing, another tip, guys. Anytime, I repeat, anytime, you will see that 2, 1, or 0 has increased. Okay? Has increased by more than 0.5, or even basically, 0 has increased by more than 0.5%. Get out of that market. I repeat, every time you are trading over 2, and you see 0, 1, or 2 has increased in terms of percentage by more than 0.5%, you are in danger. Now, every time you see that 0, 1, and 2 are increasing in percentage, it shows us that the under market is gaining power and the over market is losing. So at some point, you'll start seeing losses appearing out of nowhere. Okay, you'll see your bot just experiencing a loss after a loss after a loss. And remember, in over 2, once you experience a loss, you need 3 times your stake to recover that loss. Okay, so that is why I'm saying every time, okay, for those who are joining, welcome. Every time you are trading over 2 and you see 2, 1, and 0 increasing in terms of percentage by more than 0.5%, get out of that market. It shows you that not long from that moment you'll experience a loss. And if you ignore this, you'll see every time you'll see that the increasing percentage, losses will start appearing, a loss after a loss after a loss, and then you'll start requiring 3 times your stake, which will be difficult for you. It will make your account it will make your journey to grow your account difficult. Okay, yeah. So what should you do? Ensure they're either stagnant or decreasing. I repeat, ensure that 2, 1, and 0 are either stagnant in terms of percentage, whereby their percentages are not moving, or they are decreasing. And if they are to increase, they should increase by only 0.2% or 0.3%, but not more than that. Okay? Yeah, we want the market to be on the overside by all manner. Okay? Now, another tip. As you can see, we have the green circle. Okay? The green circle, as I've said, signifies the most appearing number. Okay? So ensure that green circle, its percentage is nowhere close to the percentages of 2, 1, and 0. All right? Now, what happens is, every time the percentage of the green circle is near the percentages of 2, 1, and 0, you will see that that green circle will suddenly shift to 2, 1, or 0. And therefore, it will put you in danger as a trader. All right? Yeah, so ensure the percentage of the green circle is nowhere close to 2, 1, or 0. All right? Yeah, it should, the difference between the green circle, the percentage of the green circle, and 2, 1, and 0 should be more than 1.5%. You basically want that difference to be as much as it can be. You don't want that difference to be close in any form. okay? Because the possibility of the market shifting to under is so high that you'll be in real danger, okay? Yeah, so I hope I've not confused anyone up to this moment. If you feel there's a moment you have passed, ask it in the comment section or basically just rewind. You'll be able to see it. And after this live, you can be able to go and review these moments, okay? As I've said, first thing, 0, 1, and 2 below 10%. And then ensure 0 is below 9.5% for those who are writing. The other thing is ensure the green circle is three numbers away from 2, okay? And ensure that green circle is nowhere close in terms of percentage to 2, 1, and 0. And ensure 2, 1, and 0 are either constant in terms of percentage, decreasing, or if they're to increase, they should increase by only 0.3%. Now, I can see Dishon is asking a very nice question. What about the red bar? Yeah, I know most of you are asking yourself, okay, you have understood the green bar, you have understood the green circle, what about the red bar? Now, for those who have been watching the Deriv Navigator Academy for a long time, yeah, last year, whereby I was making some videos, I was speaking about that. I was speaking a lot on the position of the red bar, the position of the green circle. I even gave something called the arrow analogy, whereby I said that the green circle should always be in front of the red and so on whenever you're trading over. But through experience and through trading and through speaking to other traders, I've come to realize that the red circle does not matter where it is, okay? The red circle can be at 9, it can be at 1, but as long as the green circle is properly positioned and properly mannered, we are okay. The green circle basically represents the least occurring number. So its position will not affect us in any way, okay? We usually use the red circle a lot whenever it comes to matches and differs. But in over-under, in even odd, or basically in any other trade type where basically you use digit circles, the red circle or the red bar should never bother you, okay? Its position in the market does not put you in any risk, okay? Yeah, so you'll be safe with that. Now, I can see somebody, okay, I can see I missed a comment. Sanchez asked, what about if you have 2 USD or if you have $2? Is it advisable to trade with it? No. Okay, please don't trade with $2. I know most apps that you guys use to deposit allow for the minimum deposit of $2, but please don't use $2. Growing $2, yes, it is possible, but I'm not saying it is impossible. I know people who have grown $2 to hundreds of dollars. I know it is possible, but it will be very difficult for you. So I've always said this, instead of you starting with a small amount and then blowing it and then starting with a small amount again and then blowing it, just save up to a good amount and then start from there. I was saying this, instead of you blowing like 10 accounts containing $10, okay, just save up to 100, take your $100, deposit it and start trading with it. Because I'm telling you guys, okay, I'm telling you guys, please, I'm trying to educate, I'm trying to pass this because I know how effective it is. All right? Please don't start with extremely small accounts. $2, please don't do that. $5, don't. Even 10, I can say don't. Because I know how tiresome it is. You try to grow a $2 account. Okay. For you to grow that $2 account to $10, it will be difficult. You need to do a lot of runs. And remember, in those runs, you'll experience some losses in the way. So your work will be recovering. At the end of the day, you'll just blow everything. So instead of starting with a small account, save up for a big account. And then once you receive a big account, proceed with it. Okay? And as you're saving up, ensure you're practicing in demo. I've always insisted on this. If you do not have enough income, as you're looking for that income to start trading, you should be very busy in the demo account practicing. So that by the moment you'll grab enough income like this, you'll be able to proceed with trading, okay? First of all, you'll have enough income, and then because you are practicing a lot on demo, you'll have a lot of experience, okay? So please do not start with a small account. If you have $2, keep it. If you have $10, just put it somewhere safe, all right? Yeah, put it somewhere safe, and then the moment you have experience, take the accumulated income you have saved up and enter into trading, okay? I'm telling you, this tip will make trading easy for you. Most of you have given up in trading because you started out with extremely small accounts. In fact, if you have found that you started out with a small account and you blew it, it does not mean you're a bad trader. In fact, you might be a very excellent trader. The capital is what is failing you. Look for capital and you'll not regret it. Okay? Yeah, so let us continue. I hope Sanchez have answered your question, and thank you very much for your question. If you have any question about Deriv, not only about Overture and 7, ask it. Okay, I'm here to help you out in any way. Okay, and if you have any participation or any participatory comment, put it down. Okay, remember, as much as I'm guiding you guys, I'm also learning every day. Okay, so if you have something you want to share, share it. Okay, this is an open forum. All right. Yeah, so let us proceed. So you have discussed about over 2, whereby you have said 0, 1, and 2 below 10%, 0 should be below 9.5, and then ensure the percentages of 0, 1, and 2 are not increasing by more than 0.5%. All right, these percentages should either be constant or decreasing. The green percentage or the green bar should be 3 numbers away from us. Okay, so it should either be on 6, 7, 8, or 9. And again, ensure, I repeat, ensure the percentage of the green circle is nowhere near the percentages of 2, 1, and 0. Okay, and that is it. That is basically what you should be looking for whenever you're trading over 2. Now, what is the entry point? This is the entry point. If you're trading manually, for those manual traders, you wait for the ticker to touch 1 and you press over. Or you wait for that ticker to touch a minimum of 2 other numbers and then you press over 1. What do I mean? So the ticker, once you see the ticker has touched 1, you press over, the over button immediately. Once you see the ticker has touched, let's say 0 and 1, press over. Once you see the ticker has touched 2 and 1, you press over. Okay? But 1 should be the last number that is touched by the ticker or that appears if you're using your phone before you press over. Why? Because for most, I don't know why. Okay, again, I cannot explain this. Every time the ticker selects 1, it tends to jump to 6, 7, 8, or 9, or the upper numbers. Okay, so ensure that ticker lands on 1 before you press over. Okay, I hope that is clear to everyone. So it can either touch 1 alone and then you press over, or 2 and 1, or 0 and 1. But if you see the ticker has touched 0, don't press under. If you see the ticker has touched 2, don't press under. Only wait for it to touch 1 and then you proceed with pressing. And then you proceed with pressing over. Okay, again, you're trading over. And by the way, guys, before you trade over under, always ensure you confirm. What do I mean? Over under and even odd are very similar, and I mean they're extremely similar. If I come here and I select even odd, let me show you. Okay, as you can see, even odd, the buttons are the same, the digit circles the percentages are the same. If I come to over under, I want to show you. If I come to over under, let me scroll over under. As you can see, the percentages are the same. Everything is the same. So you might end up trading over under, or just basically, you might end up trading even odd, thinking you're trading over under. So always be very cautious when it comes to that. Again, what number of ticks should you use? Always use 1 tick. Don't use 2, don't use 3, don't use 4, don't use 5. Always use 1 tick whenever you're trading over 2, or basically over under. Use 1 tick, okay? Volatilities are the markets that move really quickly. So you want to ensure your trade will be executed in the shortest amount of time. So press over 1. Ensure you select 1 tick. Okay? All right. I can see somebody. Okay, I can see Dongo has a question once again. Is it possible to analyze the markets using candlesticks? Yes, it is very possible. I'll be releasing, by the way, I'm working on this strategy. I'll be releasing it very soon on how to analyze the markets with candlestick. Okay? But can I advise you to do so? No, okay? You can do it because, okay, as you can see on my chart right now, Deriv even removed that option, okay? Yeah, previously they had the option whereby you could come and change, you could come and change it to candlesticks, and then you can be able to trade with candlesticks, but they removed that option. But you can access it on third-party websites, but please avoid trading on third-party websites, okay? I've always insisted on, please only trade on Deriv.com. Deriv.com is your friend. Only trade on Deriv.com. They're the most trusted broker in the world. Trade on Deriv.com. Don't go on these other third-party websites, okay? You can go to third-party websites to look at the analysis tools, to use them, and so on. I even use them personally. As you can see on my chart, let me show you. Currently, I'm using this one. It's called DV Traders. I use it sometimes just to test out different strategies. I use the analysis tools for confirmation of my trades and so on. I'm not saying don't use them, but don't trade on analysis tools. What I'm trying to say is do not trade on them, whereby you go to the analysis tool and you press run on your bot, or you basically trade on them. Please don't do that, okay? Only trade on Deriv.com. Now, that is the over 2 strategy, okay? So for Dongo, yes, you can use candlesticks, but it is very, okay, I can advise you just to use digit circles. Over under, even odd matches and differs, use digit circles. Candlesticks will not, candlesticks will not be of much help, okay? Candlesticks are very helpful when it comes to rise and fall, high and lower, or forex. But in binary, especially in matches and differs, even odd, over, under, don't bother yourself with candlesticks, okay? Put a lot of your energy into understanding the psychology of the digit circles. That is what will help you, okay? Yeah, but I'm not saying that I'll not make a video on that. That video is coming very soon, how to use candlesticks to do trade over under, how to use candlesticks to trade even odd, how to use candlesticks to trade matches and matches and differs. That video is coming very soon. I'm currently doing a lot of research on it. So please ensure you watch that video and ensure you subscribe. For those who are watching right now, if you have not subscribed, you are missing out. Okay, yes, please ensure you subscribe, because I'm telling you, we release a lot of videos every day. But then every day, there's a video in Deriv Navigator Academy. So when you wake up or before you go to sleep, go to the channel, check out the videos we have posted. We post some shorts, we post some long videos. We post one long video a day and a couple of shorts. Those shorts are about 20 seconds. So check them out, they'll really help you. And I'm telling you, they will really, really help you. Okay, another question from Dong. Manually, it's one tick, but in both, if it's 1 minute, there's a difference between the two. Okay, let me show you something. Let me come here. This is better if I show it practically. Okay, now, use one tick for both a bot and manually. But now, this is the part that confuses a lot of people. Okay, yeah, I want to show you guys. Okay, I know most of you are wondering why my demo account is 120. I was making a video about how to grow a $100 account, so I was illustrating it with this demo account, so that is why you are seeing it that way. Now, let me come and select the Candlesticks version 3. I want to show you something whenever it comes to using a bot. Now, in the bot, you have the different sections, okay? Now, most bots have this section, the default candle interval. Most bots are set to 1 minute, all right? Now, most people don't know what this means. Let me zoom in so that you can see. As you can see, this part here, default candle interval 1 minute. Ensure whatever bot you are using, ensure it is set to 1 minute. Whatever bot you are using, ensure the default candle interval is always set to 1 minute. What does this mean? Now, in the charts, if you're using charts, there's something called, let me show you again. Again, for Dongo, thank you very much for asking this question. Now I'll illustrate this very, very carefully. And please, guys, stay tuned. This will be really mind-opening to you. Okay? Because it is important to understand these things. Because sometimes in trading, you look at something that you don't understand and you ignore it. Okay? And in the process, it will end up costing you. Now, I want to show you what the default candle interval for 1 minute means. Now, I'll come and select rise and fall, because in over under, we do not have that option. So I'll select rise and fall, and then I'll come here and select chart types. I'll select here. Now, this is what it means. Now, whenever I come here to the chart type section, you will see something called time interval. Now, time interval basically signifies the moment, a particular moment in the market. Now, most traders in Forex, before they trade, they come here and click on 8 hours to see how the market has been behaving for the last 8 hours. They come here and click 4 hours. Example, let me click here. Yeah, this is what it means. Now, as you can see right now, I've selected a 4-hour time interval. So basically, I'm seeing how the market has been moving for the last 4 hours. If I come here and select 1 hour, I will see how the market has been moving for the last 1 hour. Okay? So if I go to my bot and select the time interval to be 1 hour, the bot will be operating on how the market has been moving for the last hour. Okay? If I come here and select 15 minutes, I will see how the market has been moving for the last 15 minutes. When I come here and select 1 minute, I will see how the market is moving per minute. And this is where you have to ensure your bot is set to a time interval of 1 minute, where basically it looks at how the market is moving per minute. Okay? So ensure your bot is always set to that 1 minute time frame. But now, this is what you should ensure. Ensure your bot has been set to 1 tick. I told you there's some very clever traders who lie to you that the bot is analyzing the market, but they have basically changed the number of ticks. Okay, let me show you. Now, again, let me come to bot builder. Okay, when I scroll here, let me show you. Here, ensure this ticks, the tick section is set to 1. 1 tick. I repeat, 1 tick. It should only be set to 1 tick and nothing more. Okay. Yeah, some very clever traders, they come here, they put 5 ticks. Let me show you what they do. And then they tell you to press run. And then they tell you that the bot will be analyzing the market. Now, when I press run, as you can see, the bot is delaying. So if I'm a new trader and somebody has told me that the bot is analyzing the market, I will believe it. But they have simply come here and they have changed the bot to operate with a 5-tick time frame. Okay, yeah, so always ensure the bot is set to 1 tick, and then ensure that the default candle interval is 1 minute. That is, ensure that has been observed in every particular bot you're using. Okay, yeah, so thank you very much for that question. Let me go back to the Deriv Trader, because again, we have looked at over 2, and now we're basically going to under 7. For those who have joined us, who have joined our live, thank you very much. We have basically looked at over 2. Okay, yeah, if you have missed that, go just rewind it a bit, you'll see it. Okay, right now I want us to go to under 7, and then we end the live. All right. I can see Maureen Juma, thank you very much for your comment. What's the work of the martingale? Okay, let me go back. Now, basically, the martingale is basically the number of times your stake will be multiplied once you incur a loss. Now, this is what I mean. If you're using a bot and you lose $1 and you have set the martingale to 2, now the bot will take the amount you have lost, multiply it by the particular amount you had set. If you had set your martingale to 2, it will take 2 and then multiply it with the particular stake that you have lost. So it will become $2, and then it will use that $2 to recover that one. So basically, that is what the martingale means. Martingale basically means the amount of times your stake will be multiplied once you incur a loss. So if you use $10 and you lose it, and you had put a martingale of 3, now the bot in the next trade will use $30 to recover that 10. And if you lose that 30, it will use 90 to recover that 30, and it will keep on going. So that is the work of the martingale. The martingale basically is the recovery operation of the bot. Okay, Marina, I hope I'm clear. If I'm not clear, just write it down in the comment section, and I'll talk about it further. Okay, and again, thank you very much for your comment. Alan, how many runs can I make using a bot? Amazing. Now, if you're using a bot, never do more than 20 runs. Okay, I usually see some traders doing more than 100. Don't do that. Only do 20 runs at a time with a bot. 20 runs at a time. Never cross that. Okay, once your bot reaches 20 runs, reset it and proceed. Okay, once your bot reaches 20 runs again, reset your bot and proceed. Okay, you can reset your bot and change the volatility, but ensure once it reaches 20 runs, stop your bot, reset your bot, and then proceed with whatever you're doing, or change to another volatility. But never do more than 20 runs with a bot. Now, this is what happens. Most bots in Deriv, once you reach 20 runs, for some reason after that, you'll start experiencing some very funny losses. You'll find that for the first 20 runs, the bot has been amazing, it has been magnificent, and then all of a sudden, losses start happening. Okay, yeah, that is because of once you do too many runs with a bot. Okay, for those who are joining us, you're welcome. Now, in Deriv, if you do too many runs using a bot, it tends to be it malfunctions at a particular point. Okay, yeah. So for those who have been doing many runs, okay, I had a student again. He was trading differs, so he had done about 40 runs. In the 45th run, for some reason, he encountered 5 losses in a row trading differs. And for those who have been trading differs in Deriv, you know, for you to recover any loss in differs, you need 11 or 12 times your stake. So you can imagine if you undergo 5 losses, how damaging that is. So if you're using a bot, no matter the trade type, no matter the market, do 20 runs at a time. Okay, and then reset your bot. Okay, yeah, that will help you to minimize losses. Some traders even do 5 runs at a time, but ensure 20 runs is the maximum. You can also do 5 runs and then reset your bot. You can do 5 runs again, reset your bot, but ensure you do not cross the 20 run threshold. Okay, yeah. So I hope Teddy, sorry, I hope no. Who asked that question? Alan. Alan, I hope I've answered your question. Okay. Teddy asked, the problem is getting the bots. That's why we use them. Okay, understand this. Okay, most of us go to that party websites to use their free bots because they are free, because you do not have anywhere else to get it. But that is a very wrong perception, okay? First of all, in the DerivNavigatorAcademy, we have a very good bot program. What do I mean? Anytime you subscribe in the DerivNavigatorAcademy, you get 2 bots. Again, we usually offer more than 100 bots and more than 100 documents containing various trading strategies, extremely, extremely, extremely affordable. And I mean extremely. I cannot even insist on this, okay? Yeah, so our bots are the best bots in trading. So instead of going to that party websites to use bots, come get all your 100 bots and then store them. These are bots that will stay with them for life. Nobody will ever ask you for any monthly payments. Your profits will not be deducted. This will be your bots for life. So if you're interested with this, my WhatsApp number is in the description. WhatsApp me. All right. Yeah, so never worry about bots. Let us go back to trading over 2. Okay. Yeah, I hope I've answered. Again, if you have any question, ask it. For those who have asked their question, thank you very much for your questions. Okay. Now let us go to under 7. I hope okay. The entry point, as I've said, if you're using a bot and you're trading over 2, once you see all the conditions have aligned perfectly, go to your bot, set it up, and run it. Do not do any timing if you're using your bot. What do you mean? Now, whenever you're trading over under manually, okay, if you're trading over under manually and you see the ticker is on 1, you can press under in that particular moment that ticker is on 1. But if you see the ticker is on 1 and then you go to rush to your bot, by the time even you press run, that ticker has already moved on from that particular number. So it will not be effective. So if you have seen the market has aligned well with what you have spoken about, go to your bot, set it up, and run it. Okay, don't do any timing. Timings are for people who trade manually. Okay, and I'm not saying they are very wrong. They are wrong if they trade manually. No, I do sometimes trade manually. Okay, but if you're using your bot, go to your bot, run it once you see all the conditions aligned perfectly. Okay, Teddy is asking where can you get the free bots? Now, I usually give 2 free bots to every subscriber and 5 free bots for every subscriber who opens their account using the link in my description. Okay, yeah, so that's how you can get your free bots. WhatsApp me. Okay, my WhatsApp number is in the description. Now, let us go to under 7. How do you trade under 7? Under 7 is like the opposite version of over 2. What do I mean? Ensure 7, ensure 8, and ensure 9 are all below 10%. Okay? Whenever you're trading under 7, ensure 7, ensure 8, ensure 9 are all below 10%. After that, ensure, I repeat, the green circle is 3 numbers away from 7. So the green circle should either be on 3, it should either be on 2, it should either be on 1, it should either be on 0. The green circle should be 3 numbers away from us. As I've said, that is because the numbers around the green circle end up being predicted a lot. And that is why we want it to be as far away from us as possible. I hope that is clear for everyone. All right. Now, once that has been satisfied, what else do you do? Ensure 9 is below 9.5%. Okay? Yeah, ensure 9 is below 9.5. 0 and 9 end up being predicted a lot. So ensure they are as weak as they can be. Ensure they are as weak as they can be. So ensure 9 is below 9.5%, and then ensure 8 and 7 are all below 10%. Ensure the green circle is 3 numbers away, and ensure the percentage of the green circle is nowhere near the percentages of 7, 8, or 9. Okay? Because we don't want this green circle to jump from its position to 7 or to 8 or to 9, because that will put us in a very bad position. Okay? Yeah, so once that is satisfied, and again ensure the percentages of 7, 8, and 9 are not decreasing. They should either be constant or increasing. Okay? Yeah, so sorry. They should either be constant or decreasing. If you see that they're increasing by more than 0.5%, run out of that market. Okay? They should either be constant or decreasing. That is something that should ensure. Okay? Yeah, and once that is satisfied, you are ready. Okay? Nothing's holding you back. Okay? Over 2 and under 7 are basically opposite versions of each other, but they basically operate on the same principles and on the same rules. Okay? 7, 8, and 9 below 10%. 9 below 9.5%. The percentages of 7, 8, and 9 should either be constant or decreasing. And if they're to increase, they should increase by only 0.2 or 0.3%. Once they cross that threshold, run out of that market. After that, ensure the green circle is 3 numbers away from us, and ensure that percentage of the green circle is nowhere near the percentages of 7, 8, or 9. Okay? And once you see that it's satisfied, go to your bot. If you open a market and you see all these conditions have been laid out, go to your bot, run it. If you're trading manually, this is your entry point. You will wait for this ticker to touch 8, and then you press under. Or you wait for this ticker to touch 7 and 8, and then you press under, or 9 and 8, and then you press under. But 8 should be the last number that is touched by the ticker before you press under. You might be asking, why? Because most times, when the ticker touches 8, it tends to jump to numbers below 4. So you'll find that whenever the ticker touches 8, it will go either to 3, to 2, 1, 0, or even 4. Okay, so it puts you in a very good position. So, but ensure 8 is the last number that appears if you're using your phone, or that is touched by the ticker if you're trading manually before you press enter. And once you do that, you are ready. So go to your bot, run it if you're trading with a bot. And if you're trading manually, observe this principle, and that is it. This strategy has a 90% success rate. Go try it out in your demo accounts. Okay, don't go to your real account and start using this strategy right now. No, go to your demo account, try out this strategy. If it works for you, good, that's very well. Okay, if you see there is something that is not working, ensure you come to me, ask me what is going wrong in that particular moment, and I will guide you. Okay, yeah, but that is basically how you trade over 2 and under 7. Okay, yeah, several videos will be coming with various examples. I've already started making some videos with the examples of how you can be able to earn trading over 2 and under 7. But guys, go try out this strategy. I'm telling you, you'll be amazed on how amazing it is. Okay, yeah, but that is basically how you trade over 2 and under 7. Okay, now let me look at a question before I end the live. Teddy is asking, you have said when using the bot, you just run the bot, no need of waiting for entry, but using manually, you should wait for entry. Okay, why have I, by the way, I've not explained why I've said this. Now, whenever you're trading with a bot, first of all, bots are extremely fast. That is why I usually say it is better you trade with a bot. Trading with a bot will make your work so much easier, because as a trader, your work will be to analyze the market as the bot is running. So you'll just be sitting down. As the bot is running, you're analyzing the market. Once you see something has changed, you stop the bot, reset it, and then run it. But now, bots are fast. So that is something that you should get. Bots execute trades per tick. That is per second. They are fast. So bots do not require, the bot will be able to execute trades so quickly that that is why you usually see some profits will start occurring. But whenever you're trading manually, yes, you need to do timing, okay? Because you cannot be able to execute trades per second. Your computer or your device will even lag, okay? So that is why whenever you're trading manually, you usually say, do timing, okay? Once you see a particular moment, do your timing, okay? But bots will be an advantage to you because they are fast, they'll be able to find that particular moment so many times. And that is why you do not need to worry about the bot and the timing, okay? Once you identify the market is good, set up your bot and run it. Because the bot is fast, it will be able to execute a lot of trades by the moment that ticker is on 8. Okay, so you'll not need to stress a lot about it. But whenever you're trading manually, you need to do timing. Okay, and that is why I say it is better to have bots. And as I've said, if you want more than 100 bots, come to me. I will guide you on how to get them right now. Okay, in fact, after this live, if you need bots, come to me. Because I've had a lot of traders saying they go to third-party websites because the bots are free, because they have lacked any other option. I'm here. WhatsApp me, you'll get your bots. First of all, if you have subscribed, 2 free bots on you, okay? Ensure you subscribe, like this live, and comment. And then take a screenshot and send it to me, and you get your 2 free bots, okay? Yeah, the main aim of this is to ensure every trader in Deriv has bots, because I realized that most Deriv traders are being taken advantage of. Again, I actually receive very painful stories. Somebody has bought a bot for $400, and after that, the person who has sold the bot to them does not get, basically disappears, or the bot is malfunctioning, or there's some funny story. Okay, that is why we focus a lot on ensuring every trader receives extremely affordable and high-performing bots. So if you need more than 100 bots, WhatsApp me right now. And by that, guys, the phase 2 of classes have begun. If you're interested in online classes or basically one-on-one Google Meet session, WhatsApp me. Classes are already starting, and classes come, all these classes, okay, basically the online classes cover a month. These classes are 3 times a week for an hour, and these classes come with all the bots. They come with more than 100 bots and more than 100 documents containing various trading strategies. If you're interested in these, please ensure you reach out after this, okay? Yeah, but otherwise, guys, that is basically how you trade over 2 and under 7. If you have any question, you can put it down in the comment section, even after the live is over, or you can WhatsApp me. My WhatsApp number is in the description, and I will answer you. But apart from that, guys, I appreciate you being here. For those who have watched until the end, I appreciate your effort, and yeah, it's amazing to have you here, guys. Now, let me answer the last question before I close. Joyce is asking, is it okay to for a trader to trade manually on dollar printer circles on digits now that Deriv has no circle? Okay, I get it. For you, those who are using your phones, you know that whenever you're using your phone, you have no digit circles. Okay? But whenever you go to these third-party websites like dollarprinter.com, you find that the digit circles are there, and you're wondering, should you trade on them? Now that is a very tricky area. Okay, if you can be able to get a laptop or a computer, that will be amazing, because all laptops and computers or even tablets, they come equipped with these digit circles. Okay, all I'm trying to say is please avoid. I'm not saying that trading on them, if you trade on that party website, something bad will happen to you. All I'm saying that it is not safe. Yes, you can trade on them if you have no other option, but I'm saying please ensure for 99% of your trades, execute them on Deriv.com. Deriv.com is the site, because in Deriv, if something happens in Deriv.com, the Deriv support team will guide you accordingly, because they have records of your trade. But if you trade on another site and something happens to your money, it will be difficult for Deriv to help you out, because you are not on their platform. Okay, yeah, so that is what I'm saying. So for Joyce, if you're wondering, if you have a laptop or a computer, please use it. It has the digit circles. But if you only have a phone and you have nothing else, yes, you can use the third-party websites, but please be careful. If you get your profits, ensure you withdraw them and be vigilant. Okay, yeah, because it is risky. But you can use them. I'm not saying that if you use them, something bad will happen. You can use them, but use them as the last option if you have nothing else to do. If you are basically you watch digit circles and you cannot find any other place to get it apart from that particular website. Okay. Yeah. For Nelson is asking who I trade using candle mine on over under. I see it was good, but dollar print original, I experienced some losses today morning. What might be the problem? Now, in case, but there another tip, if you open the market or if you're using your bot, and then once you run your bot to start seeing losses after loss after loss, get out. Sometimes the Deriv market will be really bad. Okay, as it goes, sometimes even in life. Okay, basically sometimes in Deriv you open the market, you have a good strategy, you analyze the market perfectly, and then you start experiencing losses, and you're wondering, am I the problem? Is the bot the problem, or is the market the problem? Sometimes it's just that the market is the problem. Remember, first of all, volatilities are purely ran by algorithms. Due to that fact, sometimes these algorithms are updated, sometimes they're updated, sometimes these algorithms sometimes they hang and so on. So you might end up experiencing some losses. That is why I say every time you see that Deriv sent a message saying we are doing some maintenance or something, do not trade until they finish that maintenance, or else you'll start experiencing some losses in the way. Okay. Yeah, so you'll find that the time for Nelson, the time that you are trading over under, you'll find that the market was really good, everything was working, everything was okay, and you had analyzed properly. And then you find that the next morning, either the market was bad or you had not analyzed the market carefully. Okay, so it can either be the market or you. So anytime you are experiencing losses and you find that you have a good bot, it can either be that the market is bad or you have not analyzed the market properly, and that is why you're experiencing losses. Okay, yeah, because I understand that sometimes you can really have a good strategy and then you open the market and it's a loss after a loss after a loss, and you're wondering, what am I doing wrong? Sometimes it's not you. It's either the market is bad, or it's you as a trader you have not analyzed properly, or it's the bot that you're using that is malfunction, that is poor performing. Okay, so anytime you open the market and you see you've gone 5 losses in a row, do not trade that day. Come back the next day, or come back like after 4 hours or 5 hours. Okay, yeah, once you see a lot of losses and you have just started trading, pause the bot, get out of the market and come back later. Okay, it might be an issue in the market, so please get out and come back later. This will help you to avoid blowing your account, because if you stay on there for so long, you'll end up blowing everything that you have. So please, once you start seeing so many losses in a row, pause the bot, get out for a brief moment, for a few hours or even for the entire day, and then come back the next day and then proceed. Okay, yeah, this will help you to at least maintain your account, to not end up blowing your account. Okay, yeah, I hope for Nelson I've answered your question. And yeah, so guys, as I said, I appreciate you watching until the end. For those who have joined us, in this video I've looked at very many things. You have looked at over 2 and 7. We have talked about a lot of tips on how to grow your account, on how to grow a small account, or basically you should start trading with a small account and so on. So for those who have joined us, after this live, go to this video. It will be on YouTube. Rewind it and just watch it through. You'll really receive some amazing tips. Okay, for every individual who has put down their comment, I appreciate your effort, I appreciate your contribution, and yeah, I really appreciate you, and thank you very much for your contribution. Okay, because by your question you have educated a lot of people. Okay, yeah, for those who have asked questions, you have made me to go into expansive areas which I will not have gone if you will not have asked your question. So that is why I'm saying, if you have a question, please ensure you ask it whenever you are live, so that most traders can benefit from this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, once again, thank you very much for every individual who has dedicated their time to be here from the beginning to the end. I appreciate your effort. Tomorrow we meet again, so please ensure you're vigilant. We'll be starting between 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. East African time, okay? Because I know some of us are in different time zones, so that you can be able to catch up, okay? Otherwise, guys, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you, and let us meet tomorrow. And have a good evening or a good morning for those who are in the morning time right now. Once again, thank you very much, and good luck.